The first segment of the Hot 7 Nightly News is brought to you by Flow.
Tonight, one man is gunned down in the city, leaving residents on Conway in shock and students at a nearby school traumatized. A social activist has called on local authorities to consider the problem of illegal gun possession from a different perspective as they try to rid the streets of arms. And the SLP claps back at opposition criticism over the signing of a memorandum of understanding with an overseas port developer, describing the agreement as merely a statement of interest.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Daniela Edwin.
Good evening, it is Friday, November 4th, 2022. I am Daniela Edwin. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We are on Flow Channel 117, Kiss FM, the Caribbean Hot FM mobile app, and the Caribbean Hot 7 TV Facebook page. Not forgetting those of you using the Hot 7 plug and play antenna, thank you for joining us. We begin tonight's broadcast with news that an early morning shooting in Conway, Castries, has left one man dead and dozens of onlookers shocked at the brazen nature of the slaying. The incident triggered swift action by emergency officials, and contrary to reports, no arrests have been made in connection with the latest killing. Investigations are continuing into the incident. The latest murder brings the island's homicide toll to 59. In related news, Friday's brazen daylight shooting that left one man dead in a busy city area brought classes to a halt. Reports are that the incident, which occurred in close proximity to the Gordon and Walcott Methodist Primary School, caused significant shock and trauma for teachers and students of the learning institution. Claims are that the school remained on lockdown for an undisclosed amount of time, and approval was given by the Ministry of Education to end classes for the day. Sources close to the school confirmed that school was dismissed early and parents were notified to pick up their children. A gag order has also been placed on school officials. A social activist and human rights activist has weighed in with a counter perspective on the possible cause for the proliferation of guns on the streets. Despite numerous government and social interventions, the problem continues to persist unabated. Felicia Dujour has thrown her 2 cents on the pushback when it comes to illegal weapons.
Human rights activist Felicia Dujour has provided insight into what she believes is the flip side to the possession of illegal guns. This comes amid what appears to be no end in sight in the crackdown on violence and bloodshed. In making reference to the role that family members play in assisting with recovered illegal weapons, Dujour stressed that some individuals may be faced with an ethical dilemma when making a choice between survival and turning in a breadwinner. She highlighted the Fuasho incident where one sister has been charged for causing the death of a sibling. Dujour claims that the individuals gained access to a weapon which they may have known was available and opted to playfully participate in what is believed to be a game gone wrong.
It is quite, as I said before, it's quite a dynamic in terms of how persons may feel about gun violence within their homes, within their communities, and whether, if their family members are involved, whether they are willing to come forward to the police and report to the police what kinds of activities that they have observed. So it becomes a very problematic issue for a lot of family members because, first of all, you do not want to inform the police about a family member because that individual may, of course, be arrested. That individual may get into trouble with the law. And so many times persons may refrain from informing the police.
Dujour has called on police to establish more innovative gun retrieval initiatives if they want to achieve more success in the fight against illegal weapons. She says it is worth giving deeper consideration as to why individuals acquire weapons. This, she believes, will be a real eye-opener.
It's primarily in terms of trying to make citizens become more responsive, to become supportive of illegal gun activities on the streets, trying to get those illegal guns off the streets. But the reality is that for some persons, it's the only form of protection that they have if their family members are involved with gangs. So that may be a source of protection. In some cases, that may be a form of livelihood, because if they're using the guns to target individuals, to rob individuals, chances are they will need the guns as a tool to complete whatever assault that they want to complete. So it's a very difficult situation that at times, even if the family member may want to alert the police, they have to take all of that into consideration, including if their life may be at risk or if the lives of their loved one could be at risk.
Also of note, Dujon remarked, is the number of minors involved in crime. Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Jasmine Duncan.
Still in the first segment of the broadcast, the POV. The POV allows you, our valued viewers and listeners, the opportunity to express your opinions on trending topics in news and current affairs only from your point of view.
What can police do to get guns off the streets?
Bring the youths together, not those presently in the crime business, but the younger generation. We have to start tackling them on a school level, on a school bench, and trying to reintroduce a lot of the long-time physics of life, getting them more in an innovative stage.
If we're going to take guns out of the street, the programs that we have on our television and our internet and stuff, we need to get rid of those programs.
Government have to invest in the young people, and we can see a difference.
Government need to find ways to help people, to facilitate the business sector and other sectors, to provide a certain level of employment in the country. And we need to start into cottage industry, train young people to do things, to fix things.
And those things that is going on, those guys just have guns. Just give the police what's coming to them. Let them go out there and get those guys. You understand me? You know that thing about human rights and whatever? It's messing up our country and it's not good. So right now, the government have to put their things in place and get them wherever they is in their hole. We are the law.
You're watching the Hot 7 TV nightly news. Still to come, the island's Minister for Tourism challenges opposition claims about a port development project in Castries and Soufrière. And a local lobbyist has bemoaned sexual violence, calling on authorities to take stronger measures to crack down on it. Don't go away, we have the details of these stories and more coming up after the break.
The first segment of the Hot 7 Nightly News was brought to you by Flow.